Good evening, guys. My name is Devin Terry. My CAP presentation this year was over cerebral palsy. In this PowerPoint, I'll be going over the definition, some of the causes and characteristics, the prevalence of the disability, and some of the services provided. Federal definition for cerebral palsy. It describes cerebral palsy as a group of permanent disorders of development of movement and posture, causing activity limitation, and that are attributed to non-progressive disturbances that occurred in a developing fetal or infant brain. The motor disorders of cerebral palsy are often accompanied by disturbances of sensation, perception, cognition, communication, and behavior, by epilepsy, and by secondary musculoskeletal problems. Some of the causes and risk factors for cerebral palsy include prematurity, so being born premature, low birth weight, being part of a twin or multiple birth, prenatal infections, so maybe neonatal respiratory issues, and postnatal causes like trauma, pneumonia, and sepsis, as well as a low economic status. As we continue to the other risk factors that I had researched and reviewed during my looking up the information about cerebral palsy, you see it has different things such as illnesses or exposure to chemicals, a lot of complex, risk factors that could come into causing cerebral palsy. The characteristics of cerebral palsy can vary widely depending on the individual and the type of cerebral palsy that they have. Common characteristics include movement and posture difficulties, activity limitations such as difficulty in walking, sitting, or using your hands, speech and communication challenges, sensory impairments like issues with vision or hearing or your sensations and perceptions, cognitive and intellectual impairments, such as learning disabilities or intellectual challenges that may be present. Epilepsy and seizures are more prevalent among individuals with cerebral palsy, studies show. And secondary musculoskeletal problems, development of orthopedic issues like joint contractures or scoliosis over time due to muscle imbalances and abnormal posture. About 500,000 children under the age of 18 currently have cerebral palsy. Approximately 2 to 3 children out of every 1,000 have cerebral palsy, with rates in the United States ranging from about 2.3 to 3.6 per 1,000 children. And around 10,000 babies are born each year will develop cerebral palsy. There are a number of services that can be provided to these individuals, such as, trying to maintain their physical health, such as therapy sessions, working on their motor skills, and keeping regular medical checkups in them just to monitor their overall health. To help with body and pain discomfort, you may teach pain management techniques taught by professionals, such as massage therapy or occupational therapy to help address stiffness, help with daily living tasks, um, trying to teach these affected individuals techniques like using assistive devices for dressing and feeding and taking care of the toiletries and things, participation in activities, access to programs and different sports leagues and other community-based recreational activities can help these individuals feel like they're part of a community and help them with their self-esteem and ultimately maybe help them deal with their situation a little bit better. Services for emotional well-being, such as counseling or psychotherapy sessions to help address the emotional challenges. And like I said, again, build that self-esteem. Interaction with the community, Social skills training to foster acceptance and inclusion among peers and community members, which I think is one of the most important services we can provide to these individuals. Just having them, again, feel like they're a part of their community and they're able to communicate themselves and express themselves, which, leads into my last bullet point of communication, including techniques such as speech therapy and giving them different devices and different ways to express themselves, whether it be verbal or nonverbal. Finally, here's another list of services that can help. I don't want to, be too wordy. I'll give you guys a chance to read over these. One of the ones that stood out to me was the financial stability. These individuals do need more help and it can be expensive at times. So having programs and financial aid to help cover those costs are really beneficial to families. And then as well as, the supportive physical environment, these accommodations, such as wheelchair ramps, adaptive technology, and community resources to have different events and venues are able to be accessed by people afflicted with the cerebral palsy. And just giving you guys a couple more minutes to read through. I don't want to get too wordy. And finally, my reference page. So see where I got my information from. And thank you so much, guys. You guys have a great night. Have a great semester. It's been fun. Uh, have a good one.